Hello, my name is Mark Boyer, and this is a follow-up to last week when I turned myself in to face some charges where I'd have to go to jail. And it turned out that it was a bogus bullshit thing that I'm appearing for court tomorrow. Now, tomorrow in court, this video is about what might happen tomorrow on the grounds that I really am dealing with criminals here. The Crown are the criminals, period. Okay? The nature of the charge that I'm facing is the Attorney General has faced a complaint that I have complained about him with an employee of his. Now, that is an absurd position for a guilty man to take, okay? Our Attorney General is guilty of rigging a trial, my trial specifically. I am before the Supreme Court of Canada, and they have to rule in the next couple of weeks, regardless of whether they take my case. Okay? The Attorney General, in the meantime, is saying, I have no right to complain about the fact that he's a pervert of the law and rigs the trials of everyone who has a legal argument that makes sense and should break the law. That's the reality of how big what's going down. Now, if you go to my website, I've just filed pieces of paper, documents with Bud Oracle's case. Bud Oracle has changed his plea. And if you go to my website, you'll see the document that I'm filing for a stay of proceedings. And his document addresses the same thing, that orders in council have totally destroyed the rule of law in Canada. And that's all there is to it. We are victims of a flawed archetypal form that was deliberately done so at the Meech Lake Accords, and where the supremacy of Parliament overruled the supremacy of the law. And it's unconstitutional. It was done under what they called Section 33.3 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And if you don't see the Masonic Illuminati connection there, then you're blind, okay? And this was done in front of our face 30 years ago by people who, nobody heard of the Illuminati, nobody knew all these symbolism back then, and it's self-evident there now. Now the reality is as I'm going to be bringing up to court tomorrow, they're given a golden opportunity to say this is bullshit and dismiss the case and do what they have to do with the Attorney General, because it's flagrant abuse by the Attorney General to have filed this in the first place. The next issue is that I'm bringing in the actual paperwork saying that there's an indictment, that I have to face this time in Alberta and take me to jail. It's unconscionable that these charges are not dealt with. Okay? There are treaties between Alberta and BC that if an offender is in BC, he must face the charges in Alberta and vice versa. It's an Alberta-BC agreement, and they're waiting. They dropped it, okay? Bottom line is they dropped a warrant, and they can resurface it at any time. That's called using the law as an instrument of punishment. It's a fundamental. They're insane.